What's up, all? Fly212 here. Another video. Yeah, that's right. Multiple videos. Oh, you liked it. You know you do. I'm making this video because, well, for one, I wanted to play some Killing Floor 2, and I thought, well, if I'm going to play on the PlayStation, I might as well record a video. So, and also there's a thing I read about The Last Jedi and JJ Abrams that I got to talk about because it's fucking annoying. But, so I decided to play some Killing Floor.
Bring up the trading controls and upgrade your gear.
Killing Floor 2. Here. Okay. Can I sell this? What do we got? No, I don't think so. Might just have to. Keep with it. So I read an article on IndieWire, and I'll link the article in the description below, and it was JJ Abrams talking about you know, the backlash of The Last Jedi, and it's a fairly significant backlash. I'm getting a lot of pop-in right here. What the hell? Huh. Kind of weird, huh? A lot of pop-in. That's odd. And he was talking about the people that don't like the you know, that don't like The Last Jedi, and there's a significant portion of people. I wouldn't say it's a majority, but it's a significant minority, probably. Mostly real Star Wars fans, and I talked about this in my review and other videos. But he was saying, JJ Abrams was saying, well, you know, the people that don't like this movie, that don't like The Last Jedi, are just afraid of women, and they're intimidated by a strong female lead. And it's like, god damn, you're stupid, JJ Abrams. You are an idiot. This goes to show you how stupid people are in Hollywood. And, like, I never liked JJ Abrams, I'll be completely honest. I thought he was the most overrated director, maybe in Hollywood history. I think he's a huge copycat. He's basically Steven Spielberg without the creative talent. And he's not that good a director. And he just knows the right people. Getting the drift. And he really is a Disney sellout, and he's, yeah, he was saying, well, these people, they just you know, they just don't know, they just don't like strong female characters, and you know, that's why people didn't like The Last Jedi, because they don't like strong women in their Star Wars. You know, they just want men in there, you know, cis white males. And it's like, JJ, let me tell you something. I'm not white. Okay, that's number one. I'm not white. I'm an American Indian, and I'm Italian, and I'm not white physically. Like, I'm dark. Not dark, but I'm not white. I have black hair and black eyes, and I'm an American Indian. Like, if we're going by what's a real minority in America, it would be my heritage. So, I don't like The Last Jedi because it's a poorly written movie, and I said this in my review. That movie fucking sucks, and there's no two ways about it. That movie is trash. Like, the writing is horrific, and the characters are terrible, and on and on and on. That movie is just trash. It's just not a good movie. Look at that. That's pretty. Man, these God rays here are fucking amazing. Look at that. Jeez. Wow, I could just look at the beautiful God rays. Wow. I'm surprised that doesn't break the fucking game. And I wanted a strong female lead for these films. I was really excited when they got leaked that Rey was going to be the focus and she was going to be the first real female Jedi. I was like, good, because in the extended universe, there's amazing female characters. Jaina Solo, Bastille Shan, Bastilla, you know, Luke's wife. I can't. What's her name? Mara Jade. And she's a really good character. I mean, I was like, and there's great female antagonists. You know, Darth Zana is incredible. Lumia. I mean, just great female. That was a lot of fall damage. Just great female antagonist, and I was like really excited to see. Ooh, a leaper. Leapzoid. I was really excited because the leaks back in 2014 were like Snoke's a female, and I was like, God, it's gonna be awesome. We're gonna get a dark Lord of the Sith, but a female. It's gonna be great. Like Darth Zana. And so JJ is a typical lefty idiot, and he's a typical Hollyweird leftist scumbag. And he feels that this is a Hollywood thing, but it's just a left thing too. He feels like a social justice warrior type of thing. That's what I'm talking about when I talk about the left, the idiot left, the modern left. He thinks that everyone that has a legit critique or conflict with anything, they're automatically racists or bigots or chauvinistic people or people that hate true progress or whatever. And he's just completely retarded in this article. And he's just an idiot. It goes to show you how stupid JJ Abrams is. And, you know, and how bad, don't worry, episode 9 is going to be horrific too. So, there goes all the hope for episode 9. I won't even see episode 9. I'll just wait until I can pirate it, honestly. And so, JJ says, basically, that the people that think that The Last Jedi isn't any good, which is a fairly large amount of people, and legit critics too, that aren't bought and paid off by these mega corporations like Disney and the mega production houses for Hollywood. You know, they don't like this movie because it sucks. Really, not any other reason. And JJ goes, well, it's just because these men, you know, of course it's men, right? It's the men are the problems for scrawny necked nerds like JJ Abrams. Men are the problem. And he is scrawny. He's like 5'8", 140 pounds soaking wet. He's a typical scrawny nerd. And he goes, well, men are just, you know, they're intimidated by female leads. And I'm like, I'm reading this and I'm going, well, he's talking about me. And I'm looking at my own life, and I was raised by two women, two of the greatest women ever, and women that I love and I would die for in an instant. I would take a bullet for my mother and grandma, no questions asked, and they're incredible women. And they really are strong and independent women. My mom can not only earn the bacon, she can come home, fry the bacon, saute the bacon, and make an incredible club sandwich. They've never depended on men in their life. So I find it really offensive and legit offensive when a idiot like JJ Abrams says that just because you don't like The Force Awakens means you hate independent women. And I go, no, first of all, Rey's not independent. She's a complete buffoon. She's a complete idiot. She's incompetent. I've said how everyone's incompetent in The Last Jedi. But Rey's less incompetent because she's a Mary Sue, but she's still pretty retarded. And she's not a strong woman character, because if she was a strong female character, she would have independent thought. And she doesn't. She just goes along with the crowd. She doesn't have any independent thought. And she's a Mary Sue, too. So she's just a weak character. And it's like, all these people in Hollywood and the left... Hold on. I'm going to turn it. It's a little loud, I think. All these people in Hollywood and the left, whenever you disagree with their perspective, they immediately go into attacking you as a human being in terms of your morals and ethics. They're never, you know, when you say Rey is a Mary Sue, she's poorly written and poorly acted, and you give specific reasons to why Daisy Ridley is a poor actress. They won't say, oh, well, maybe she needs acting lessons, or maybe she needs to be more emotive, or actually know what a staccato is in terms of acting. No, they'll say, well, you just don't like women. That's and it's child. That's a child's argument. It's how children argue. And that's the left. And that's Hollywood. And JJ Abrams, what is this? What do I do here? Oh, it's a gun of some kind. And JJ Abrams is a leftist idiot. And I just read the article and I had to make a video about it. And I'm just like, it's not true. I don't like her because she's a poorly portrayed, poorly written. What's Rey's motivations? I mean, I know what Luke's motivations were. I know what Anakin's motivations were. What is Rey's motivations? Can anyone legitimately tell me what Rey's? I mean, what are they? I don't know. She doesn't even want to be a part of it. She's reluctant to join Han Solo. She's reluctant to join the Resistance. She's like, in The Force Awakens, she's like, well, it's not my fight. It's not my problem. She's like, I don't even know what's going on. I don't want to be a part of it. I know there's a huge galactic war, but I don't want to be a part of it. I've got 2 guns. I've got 4 guns. Oh, that. Oh. And I don't even. She doesn't even. She's not compelling at all for a protagonist. And it's like. That's why I thought Finn was more of a compelling protagonist. Not anymore, but he was. Than Rey, and I'm like, I'm thinking to myself. Okay. I'm thinking to myself, Jesus, am I gonna have to take this guy on by myself? Where's my rest of my team? Throw grenades. And I'm thinking to myself, man, JJ, what's your problem? Like, I don't get a lot of what they're doing with Star Wars because they're not making money. The Wall Street Journal had an article about how The Last Jedi has lost a lot of money and it's really not good in terms of economic viability. And I'm sitting here and I'm going, what are you doing? Like, why are you pandering to people that have an attention span of like 20 seconds. Your generic people that love the most popular thing. Not your true Star Wars fans. Why are you pandering towards people like that? Like, why? I don't understand. I don't get what's so you're not those people don't go and see the movie multiple times. Those people don't go to conventions. Those people don't read books. They don't read the extended stuff. They don't do any of that stuff. They're just fans of the moment. Your generic popcorn munching soccer mom who will forget about the movie in an hour or 2. She doesn't care. She won't go re-see it. I mean, why are you pandering to them? They're not repeat customers. And that's how the Star Wars brand is carried on. It's only survived through repeat customers. I mean, I was born in 1987, and you got to understand that when I was a kid, a little kid, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, Star Wars wasn't big at all. I mean, it wasn't like there was no movies. I mean, George Lucas was working on Episode 1, but people were like, whatever. And, the big thing in the 90s was like, in terms of, pop culture and stuff was Batman. Oh my God! Wow. Fucking scumbag. Was like Batman and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and X-Men and stuff. It wasn't Star Wars, and the only way Star Wars was still viable was the books, the Timothy Zahn books and the extended universe, and then they were getting into video games with Rogue Squadron and Shadows of the Empire and all this stuff. It wasn't, and that's real hardcore fans that read and buy games and play them. And so I was listening to this, and I'm just like, I'm thinking to myself, man, like, What's we should have a new gun here, right? Stoner, this is new. We'll buy it. Whoops. Yeah, fuck it. We'll check it out. What's a heavy machine gun? Yeah, you know, it's just like look at those God rays. Look at that. Sorry, when you play video games, you get distracted by the visuals because these games are so gorgeous. Playing video games in the 90s to now, it's amazing how far the technology has come. But you know, it's just like I was listening to that and I was just thinking to myself, why are you isolating the fans that make the brand? I mean, why? Why are you isolating hardcore fans and fans that know Star Wars and know Star Wars better than you? I mean, I know for a fact I know Star Wars immensely more than anyone working for Disney. And I mean that. I'm not just saying that. I could write and make better Star Wars stories. This is pretty good, but it's expensive, so it should be pretty good. Oh, it's got slow reload. Melts people, though. Oh. Protect me, minions. Call that the warm-up. Jesus Christ. That guy's mad. So I just kind of wonder why they're isolating the hardcore fans. It's like, dude, your soccer moms, your casual fans, your casual fan of the moment isn't going to retain your brand. And you're already seeing it with The Last Jedi. It's lost more money, and it hasn't made as much money as they thought, and it hasn't made as much money as The Force Awakens because of what you've done. It's just like, this team sucks. And I'm just sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, oh, we're out of bullets. Come on, guys, do something. Why do I have to carry people around? It's just, I don't know, it's just, it just really irked me what he said, and I was just like, man, you're an idiot. Like, I would think that he would be a little smarter than that, but he's just not. It's like, JJ, you know, if you're creative at all, you would want to save this series, and you would do something in Episode 9 that would kind of attempt at least to save it. And I'm like, man, why do you keep sucking ass to Disney? They suck. Their ideas suck. And if you knew anything about Star Wars or anything about creating a proper mythology, but you don't because you're a copycat, as I said before, he's just a rip-off of Steven Spielberg. A poor man Steven Spielberg. Very poor man Steven Spielberg. And I'm saying to myself, I'm like, why you have nothing, why don't you come out and just say, yeah, there's mistakes that were made, and you know, the Last Jedi, I'm rewriting it, I'm rewriting the story, and we're gonna see what's going on, we're gonna see what's up. But he's not doing that. He's like he's a complete sellout. It's just, there's no one for the fans anymore in these studios. Lucas always knew what the fans wanted. You know, when he fucked up with Jar Jar, he knew he fucked up with Jar Jar, and instead of blaming the fans, you know, oh, it's the fans' fault they don't like Jar Jar. Instead of doing that, he went, no, you know what? I think they're right. I think that Jar Jar wasn't good, and I'm not gonna have him in the gun, or not in the gun, in the movie. You know, because yeah, the fans are right. He wasn't a really well-written character, and he completely outed Jar Jar for it. You know what I mean? Like, he completely was like, yeah, fuck it. No Jar Jar, barely any Jar Jar in Attack of the Clones. Was Jar Jar even in Revenge of the Sith? I think he was in there when they rescued Palpatine. But that was it, man. That was it. You could tell that Lucas was like, yeah, Jar Jar's not a good character. The fans don't like him. I'm gonna, you know, not have him in the movie. And I think it was a wise decision. And it's just like with JJ Abrams. He just has no creative talent. He's just a
and I've got some new tricks.
Is this another glitch where you can just hear these guys are really loud? This game's great, but it's got a big glitch I don't like. And it's just like, you know, I just don't get it. I don't understand. I do not understand Spielberg's, or not Spielberg, but Abrams' opinion on fans. I just don't get it.
I have to cancel you. So many bullets.
So that's what's going on with Star Wars. They don't care. You think they would be like, yeah, you know what? It wasn't very good. People aren't re-seeing the movie, and honestly, we can do better.
No more of that. I will not have it. What do you think you're doing?
But they just seem to be doubling down on their retardedness, and I just don't know. I mean, Star Wars really is dead.
Did you squander all your money on their...
And,
look at you, running around like insects. Oh, you
this
poor
guy's still
thing.
loud.
I barely touched you.
God, kill this fucker.
You pollute this world with...
This guy's annoying.
Time for a more direct approach.
Jeez. I think they've added the enemies more difficult.
Did I make you bleed? Bullets, anyone?
This guy keeps coming, man.
This is not possible. I am perfection. I wonder.
Where'd he go?
Did no more of that. I will not have it.
This guy's a real douche. But yeah, you know, it's just more evidence of how garbage they really are. And yeah, I don't see it changing anytime soon.
That
really
one
don't.
was my favorite.
Desert Eagle. Oh my.
Did you squander? Just one of my many upgrades.
I wish this team would help out and kill this one. But yeah, so JJ Abrams talking shit about the fans. We hate women because we don't like their stupid fucking movie. That is objectively trash. But
this is not possible.
yeah, so that's this video. Kind of a bummer video if you want to know the truth, but that's what's going on. Might play some more Horizon Zero Dawn. Maybe, I don't know. I wasn't impressed with that game. Thinking, you know, I was thinking about Dragon's Dogma. I think that game would be pretty fun because I've watched videos.
I don't think you fully understand the situation.
Yeah, it's just a little video, and you know, look for the channel for more videos. And that's it on this one. And Fly212 signing off. And
didn't see that coming.
Take it easy, guys. Have a good one. Check you later.